I'm a product that's been put out there to enjoy. I enjoy being consumed.
The sugar dating scene in the UK is exploding.
This is big. I wake up, eat, sleep and breathe men for money.
Millions of older, wealthy men and younger, attractive women are reaping the rewards of transactional relationships.
What the girl has is the beauty, but there's so many beautiful girls. Then there's rich guys.
We explore the lives of sugar babies, young women swapping female companionship and intimacy for thousands of pounds.
This is a gift from one of my sugar daddies. It's like £16,000.
And the sugar daddies, rich older men splashing the cash to pay for relationships with women 30 years younger.
Sugar dating makes sense when you need companionship, but not a real relationship.
In a world where everybody is getting anything and everything they want,
If I want to doll myself up and I want to be a product, I want to sell myself to men anyway, as long as they've got the money to pay for it, that's on them.
but can it ever be enough?
Once you're getting paid for sex, you get treated like you're being paid for sex.
In the world of sugar dating, money talks. And with some young women being offered the chance to earn up to £20,000 a month to spend time with rich older men, millions are trying to find their perfect sugar daddy. 25-year-old Mimi from Slovakia first came across the sugar industry on a trip to the States.
When I was 19 and I had moved to New York, I met some people there. I met their sugar daddy. That was the first time I've ever heard about it. There was this kind of vision of easy money that was quite appealing to me, and I just kind of wanted to see what I could do with it.
When Mimi left her mum and dad to study in London 5 years ago, rather than date boys her own age, she preferred to date older men and has earned thousands of pounds from numerous sugar daddies ever since.
I don't really have a specific number of dates I've been on over the course of 5 years. I'm guessing it could be around 50, possibly more. It's kind of just a blur. In the beginning, the dates were quite a nerve-wracking experience just because you're meeting a stranger. But eventually I realized with each date I went on, the outcome was always positive. They always liked me. They always wanted to see me again. Eventually, I really enjoyed the dates.
Her wealthiest sugar daddy was a 70-year-old businessman who paid all her tuition and rent for her first 2 years at university.
This was kind of the guys I would go for. I don't really know why, but my first relationship was with an older man who was not a sugar daddy.
Mimi has always struggled to make friends with people of her own age. She's never had a boyfriend. So for her, the dates were about more than just making money.
It was just a way for me to not be lonely all the time because I was very lonely. I was here alone. I had no friends. I just did not have any kind of support group.
Despite this, for years, Mimi could never see any of the relationships developing into something more serious.
Because a lot of these relationships are based on an exchange of certain things, you can never be sure what the actual motivations are. I could never know whether the guy actually likes me or whether he likes me just because I'm pretty and I look good next to him. Just as well, the guy couldn't know that whether I was with him because of the money or because I actually liked him.
Mimi currently has 2 sugar daddies that she has ongoing financial agreements with.
As of right now, I get kind of like a basic income from my friend. I also get money from Miguel, who basically takes care of my rent and everything that's extra.
Mimi met 52-year-old Mexican sugar daddy Miguel 3 years ago on a popular sugar site.
When I first met Mimi, it was quite interesting. I mean, we met first online, of course.
Miguel's relationship with his wife ended 10 years ago, but they decided to stay living together to raise their 2 children. This meant that conventional dating didn't work for him, but sugar dating did.
Basically, it has opened new possibilities. It's something I was not really looking for, just happened to be because of who she is and because of how we connected.
After initially messaging each other for 3 weeks, Mimi and Miguel first met in person 2 years ago, when Mimi was back home in Slovakia and Miguel was going there for work.
Because Miguel lives in Zurich and I live in London, We see each other twice a month, usually for around 4 to 5 days each time. So pretty much majority of the month we are apart.
Bebe. You look so good.
Thank you. We try to see each other as much as possible. So apart from meeting either in Zurich or in London, we also do a lot of trips.
Good. I'm always texting her in the mornings. I'm always texting her in the evenings. We try to call sometime in the morning and then sometime in the afternoon. Long distance is definitely harder.
Don't really enjoy the time when we are apart. I think it's harder for me than it is for him.
Despite being together for 2 years, their relationship continues to be based on a financial arrangement.
Maybe the garter belts. The first few times we met, there was no payment. We would just go out, kind of like regular dating, and then he would invite me to Zurich. So I came a few times to Zurich, which obviously would always take care of all the financial side of things. And then eventually he would start paying me, but it was always for things I needed, such as my rent. So as far as finances, he takes care of most stuff.
You have something like this.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing something like this right now.
Before Mimi, Miguel had dated numerous younger women, but had never been looking for love.
When you meet someone on a sugar dating site, you are never really expecting a relationship. You're never expecting a girlfriend to just come out of that.
Both Miguel and Mimi are open about their other sugar relationships, past and present.
Miguel is not really into lingerie very much in that sense, but the guys I knew, they would buy something for me specifically to wear for them. You know, in the beginning I was like young and stupid, so I was like, yeah, great, I have free underwear. It was nice underwear too, it was quite expensive. Once you're getting paid for sex, you get treated like you're being paid for sex. And I never wanted to be treated like that.
£64
Okay.
But the politics of transactional sugar relationships can be difficult to navigate.
Usually the sugar daddies are the ones that have the money.
I pay with cash, okay?
I think they always have more of a power.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome.
What the girl has is the beauty, but there's so many beautiful girls on there, and there's more of them than there is of rich guys.
There you go. An absolute pleasure.
Bye.
One such girl is 22-year-old table dancer Kiki. She moved from Darlington to London 5 years ago to earn easy money from rich, older men who wanted to spend time with her.
I met a guy at the strip club and he actually asked me to come to a launch event for a skincare range that he was doing. He works in a surgery in Harley Street. And I felt like he was kind of making it as if I was his girlfriend, you know, showing me off, that kind of thing. And that was my first kind of experience of being a sugar baby, because I did get paid for that event. I wasn't expecting to, but I did. And then after that, I kept going out and seeing him. And yeah, it kind of just spiraled from there.
In these transactional relationships, Kiki expects the sugar daddies to lavish her with gifts, and in return they get her time and attention.
All these bags have pretty much been bought by sugar daddies. I think typically sugar daddies like to buy girls more designer, expensive, luxurious items so that they look more appealing when they're out with them. Sometimes they'll ask you, like, you know, what kind of things you want, or you can have a wish list, so guys just kind of know what to buy you and what you're after and stuff. This is definitely my favourite gift from one of my sugar daddies. It was like £16,000, I think.
But it's not always just luxury gifts that change hands.
Every sugar daddy's different. Some guys will do the PPM, which is pay per meet. Some guys will give you an allowance, and some guys will just treat you accordingly. Some sugar daddies know exactly what they want. They will already message you with, I want to see you 3 or 4 times a week. We will go for dinner, and what the arrangement entails. Those are the better kind of ones. It's less effort, a lot less effort when they know what they want.
But there's no chance of any romantic or sexual involvement with the men she meets. Growing up with her mother and brother in the northeast, Kiki always knew that she wasn't attracted to men.
I think I was actually born gay, so yeah, I've always liked girls from a really young age. I was just obsessed with like my mum's friends' boobs and stuff when I was really young. It's so embarrassing. But yeah, she'd always known I was gay, I think, so when I told her, it wasn't a surprise.
Despite preferring women, Kiki's happy earning by offering companionship to rich men as it brings in up to 15 to 20k a month. Though it does mean she's putting her own love life on hold for now.
I'm not looking for love. I tend to think it fucks everything up. At the end of the day, this is my job and I'm out here making money. That's what I do it for. I don't get anything out of this. I'll make myself as uncomfortable as possible if I'm going to get my money at the end of the day.
It's estimated over 500,000 British men and women signed up to sugar dating in the last year alone. On the south coast is one such player on the sugar scene. 21-year-old Madison, who is still living at home with her mum, yet manages her sugar daddy relationships from her own bedroom.
I'm a product that's been put out there to enjoy. It's not to say I'm not a person. I still have opinions, I still have feelings, and I'll be the first to make it known when I feel something or when I want something. But yeah, I'm a product. I enjoy being consumed.
Since leaving school at 16, Madison struggled to hold on to a normal 9-to-5 job. At 18, she was unemployed and discovered the financial benefits of selling explicit content of herself online to wealthy and generous older men.
For me personally, with my autism and my ADHD, when I was working in my warehouse job, it was very stressful. I found myself cracking under a lot of the pressure where I was actually losing my hair from alopecia from stress. Found that I wasn't able to be a better version of myself. When I like keeping things online, it's my bubble where I can perform to my full potential from my comfort.
Just like Kiki, Madison's been working as a sugar baby for 3 years. She's just never met her daddies in person.
My daily routine as a sugar baby, I would get up, go make a coffee, let my dog out, and then start replying to people. I am replying to Golden. He is one of my sugar daddies, and I'm just gonna find out how his day is going. We have been speaking quite seriously for about a year now because of his interest in feet, and I'm kind of obsessed with shoes and crazy things, so we started talking about shoes and it just kind of went from there, and then we were like, oh, so he kind of called himself my daddy one day, and I was like, yeah, so I like that, that sounds good to me. The things that we discuss really, it's just how are you, how's work, nerdy things, films, games. I think people think things are a lot less wholesome than they are, and it's really not the case.
Golden is around 50 years old and they speak every day, but he isn't the only sugar daddy in her life.
I also speak to a gentleman, let's call him Marty. He pays for pretty much all of my beauty regime. I've had a couple times even in the past where I've had like a tough month and I haven't been able to meet rent, and he's helped me out, which is incredible. And then I speak to another gentleman who sends me care packages every month full of like sweets and stuff. It's the sweetest thing in the world.
Having found a job that she enjoys with the freedom she needs, Madison's keen to make it work long term.
Obviously you do have to keep them sweet because you always want to stay favourable to them because you want to keep them in your life. I'm not a crazy person that like doesn't care about their health and just wants their money, you know. I think that would just be so... I couldn't do that personally. I've never thought about like feeling odd about it or feeling weird about it. It is work for me despite having a personal investment in wanting to know how they are. Nothing in this line of work is easy. The time that you have to put in to actually gaining the trust of these men, that's not easy. You end up with a lot of girls getting in deeper than I think that they realise and taking on more than they think that they can cope with. And then they're 2 months in and it's like, oh shit, I can't do this.
In exchange for cash, Madison not only offers her sugar daddy's companionship online, she also creates bespoke sexual content.
So alongside my sugar daddies, I make regular content and upload it. It's quite explicit. It's a lot of solo content, photos, higher quality videos people can pay for extra, but all of a very adult nature. So this will be my to-do list today. I have to do a video and a photo set for Marty. For Golden, I'm going to be doing a foot video and a photo set also to accompany that.
A fetish photo shoot is all in a day's work for Madison in her life as a sugar baby.
Golden in particular has an interest in feet, so I will be doing some foot-orientated work for him. So I'll do something with a foot cream, I'll be doing some photos.
Poke your mum out a little more?
I enjoy filming myself, and it's why I do it. I wouldn't still be doing it after 3 years if I didn't enjoy putting myself out there and filming myself in this manner. Yeah, so film really up close.
Keep it up.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
I love it. I think maybe that's part of why I love what I do, is because maybe the voyeuristic tendencies, maybe I'm a little bit of a pervert in my own head. If I want to doll myself up and I want to be a product and I want to sell myself to men in any way, then as long as they've got the money to pay for it, that's on them. Great's gone.
While Madison is loving the sugar life, experienced sugar baby Mimi is thinking about simplifying hers.
2 plates, right?
Yeah, the balls are in the bottom.
Although they've been seeing each other for 2 years, Mimi's financial arrangement with Miguel is not her only one.
Having met Miguel, I eventually would stop seeing everyone else. And honestly, the thing is, I was never attached to anyone else. None of the relationships I've had before came even close to what I have with Miguel.
I feel pampered, you know. It's she does things for me that nobody has ever done.
You do everything.
I don't
As
do
far,
anything.
like, for now, you do.
I can get someone to iron my shirts if I pay, but that's not what you do for me.
I wouldn't call it sugar relationships anymore because I think it kind of carries a negative connotation. And I'm not really, I'm over the whole sugar lifestyle. Like, honestly, I've kind of grown to dislike it.
Despite this, Mimi still has a second sugar daddy in her life who continues to give her money for her time and attention.
It sounds really bad on paper, but it's just two people that like each other as friends, and it's kind of like a supportive friendship. That's the thing, like, once somebody gives you money just like that, it's whatever you say, it's perceived in a certain way, and it just raises questions. So, off to bed.
Good.
I kind of have a very clear outline of this relationship that I have on the side. I'm gonna see him maybe 2 more times before I move away, and that's it. There's people's emotions involved, whether it's Miguel or him.
When you look at relationships, I rather take the open approach. I know that Mimi has these other people that she's been with. If you don't give your partner the freedom to be who they are, to be with whom they choose to be, they're just going to be behind you.
Thing is, the history has shown that you're not, because every time I would sleep with someone else, which only happened like once, and once you thought I was, but I wasn't. You had a blackout, you had to get drunk and drown your sorrows and talk, like, tell your friends about it, like, confide in someone. So it doesn't work in practice, does it?
But it's definitely more elastic.
At the beginning, we started off being quite curious. And then, as in, we explored threesomes, finding other couples, the swingers club. And then I think as soon as it became quite a serious relationship, we got, at least, I mean, yeah, I think we both got very sensitive about who the other person was seeing or what the other person was doing with someone else. For me, anyway, it's like, this is like the most real relationship I've ever had. Are you happy right now?
Yes, I'm happy right now.
22-year-old stripper Kiki has 4 long-term sugar daddies, but is on the hunt for more.
I'm Kiki, nice to meet you.
While Kiki puts her love life on hold, she wants to make as much money as she can by attracting the wealthiest sugar daddies. So she's lined up a glamour photo shoot.
So I'm actually here to build up my portfolio again. Obviously this, I am a sugar baby, and the kind of photos that I'm taking are to lure these men in.
Paying for professional shots is an important investment for Kiki to catapult her ahead of the competition.
These pictures for me will just separate me from some other girls. They put me in a little bit of a different league. There is a difference between the girls that take pictures in their bedroom and the girls that go out there and actually put themselves out there and get these pictures done. It just puts you in a completely different market altogether.
As well as attracting new clients, Kiki has to keep the regulars coming back. This means working hard to convince them she's as invested in them as they are in her.
My cute Kiki. I don't know, I'm really a mess. Got a flu, have to travel. Okay, that's daddy number 3 letting me down. Apparently he's ill. Oh, that's okay, babe. I hope you get better soon. Please let me know when you are so we can go out. I miss you. I think of it as a job. It's kind of like acting to me.
The precarious nature of the sugar relationships means she has to make sure her appeal is as broad as possible.
This look is more of like an innocent kind of look. Some guys have, you know, a little kink for the younger girls, so they want you to look more pure and innocent. And that's what this look is about, so I'm kind of catering to both of their needs with doing the bondage and then doing this.
Look back at me. Nice.
There's people.
Yeah, this is the police station right here.
When you look put together, that your life is put together, and that's what they're hoping for. They're hoping for someone who hasn't got any baggage or issues. They think, obviously, if you're out there in all this designer stuff and your life is all perfect, blah, 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 that they're going to get this perfect experience with you.
Yeah, there you go.
But the pressure to maintain that image of perfection comes at an even higher price than a photo shoot.
Since I've started working in this industry, I've already had some cosmetic procedures, just like my lips. I recently obviously had a boob job. That was for the kind of work that I do.
Lovely.
I think it's awful that we all have this pressure to look a certain way, but the thing is, it's like a lot of competition to keep up with nowadays. And basically, if you don't get it, there's someone that has it.
Really arched. Nice.
There's guys that like the plastic surgery look. There's guys that like the fake look.
Lovely. Yeah, cool.
So it's definitely got me more money because there's more of an audience. It's more attractive to certain people. Thank
very
you.
welcome.
It was nice to meet you.
With her new photos uploaded live onto a sugar daddy website, Kiki's keen to see if they've had the desired effect.
So I've just got a message back from one of my sugar daddies, and I actually like the look of this one. He's just given me his number, so he's probably not fake. I'm gonna take that. So yeah, we've arranged a date for Saturday night, and he has a Ferrari, and everyone likes a Ferrari, right?
For the sugar baby, image may be everything, but when it comes to what they're looking for in a sugar daddy, it's all about the money.
I'm just replying to a message who someone says, I'm John and I'm looking for a new princess, is that you? Generally, when they say that they're looking for a new princess, they kind of want to spoil you with gifts and stuff, so this is probably a good one. He's older and his net worth, £30 million net worth. So these are the good ones. If this guy is real, he will be good.
Kiki has no problem promoting sex to sell herself to these men, even though she would never have an intimate relationship with them.
There's lots of men on the website looking for sex. Most of them will find it as well, because a lot of the girls actually sign up willing to do that. My images are quite sexually suggestive, provocative. Maybe some people might find them misleading. The pictures are just to showcase, for me, my best features. It kind of like widens my audience. I'm definitely in it for the money and also the freedom of just being able to do whatever I want.
As many as 500,000 UK students are registered as sugar babies. It's seen as a way to pay for expensive tuition. Mimi has been doing just that since she met Miguel 2 years ago. They tried to keep the fact that they met through sugar dating under wraps, but as their relationship becomes more serious and exclusive, they're ready to start telling close friends.
I'm going to have a call with Nuno. He's a good friend of mine. It's an interesting next step because he doesn't know about this relationship. Hey, Nuno, what's up?
Hey, Miguel.
It'll be interesting to also understand and see how he reacts. I'm in London. I'm visiting Mimi. It's good.
Can you tell me how you met her?
And basically, we met over internet on a you know, these dating pages.
A lot of people they are looking for someone like a sugar daddy, and that's what they tell them. How old is she?
You're going to kill me, Nuno. She's 25.
A little bit young for you, but...
The thing is, you know, we live in a different world now. It's liberating, in a way. She likes older people than younger people.
Then I have to say, you are a lucky guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wish you all the best. And you look very happy. Yeah, I can see a smile on your
Yeah, I'm very happy. Bye, Nuno. It was good to talk to Nuno. He's a really good friend. Quite happy to see that I was quite happy, so it's a good thing, I think.
Mimi's also hoping to come clean about the complex sugar life she's been leading, much of which she's tried to keep from her friends.
I'm going out with my old friend, a girl this time. I think she knows about my sugar lifestyle, and she met Miguel, and I tried to keep it secret for at least a year. I think anyone looking at us would wonder why am I with someone like that, just because of the age gap.
Mimi and Beth have known each other since they were 15, when they met at high school in Slovakia.
How are you? Also good. I'm actually really busy. And then Miguel is here.
Okay, I have to say, the first time you told me about Miguel, well, you introduced us, and you told me he was your friend. I did not believe you.
Despite sharing a flat with Beth, Mimi did her best to downplay her life as a sugar baby.
You mentioned there were other people, but you never wanted to give me any details.
I mean, I'm not really proud of it. I don't think anyone would think that this is a way to be forever, you know? But I'm not ashamed for finding a way to make my life easier. Would you ever try the sugar relationship type things?
I don't judge people who do it. I think I don't have the confidence. Do you think you will stop seeing other older men, and your relationship with Miguel will become an exclusive relationship?
I mean, for now we are, because first of all, I don't have time or need to see anyone else. I think honestly what I really want right now is I just want to find that person who I can like just stick with, you know, because it takes so much pressure off of you.
Our relationship's supposed to work in a slightly different way.
How?
I don't know, like based on love.
No, it is about love.
But
I mean,
what you just described doesn't sound like love.
But of course, like, there's so much irrational about this relationship that there has to be love involved, because otherwise...
No, I mean, I do believe that, obviously, I do believe that there are feelings. But it's just the way you talk about the relationship.
Like, it's really good. I'm gonna stick with it. That's my rationale. And if that's love, then I guess it is, you know?
I don't see anything wrong about what you're doing as long as you're happy.
It's so sweet. Yeah, I agree.
For sugar baby Kiki, having the right look is essential to making top money in the world of transactional relationships. At just 22, the pressure to look perfect means she's already had fillers in her lips and a breast enhancement. Yet despite not being sexually attracted to the men she dates for money, she's willing to go under the knife again to enhance the look that those men desire.
I am so excited I'm going to get a consultation for a BBL. Hi! BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, so it's actually a fat transfer from one area of your body. You can use anything from upper arms, lower arms, legs, any area of your body, and it puts it in your ass, in your bum. Put it in your bum.
So just take a seat. I'm going to come and sit opposite you.
Kiki's meeting renowned Harley Street specialist Dr. Khan to find out if her dream of the perfect body can come true.
What are you looking to achieve?
Just like an hourglass figure. I want
an improvement in your
Yeah.
shape. Does it affect your confidence at all?
A lot, so much. With me being a dancer and stuff as well, people are always taking pictures of me at work. I'm always getting them posted online, and I feel like I always constantly have to look like these pictures.
So we'll have a look and we'll see what we see, and I'll have a look to see if I can also see what you're seeing as well.
Yeah. It's really hard these days, I think, because you've got to keep up to date with all your looks and things like that, and these guys on these websites, they can have any girl they want, so you've got to have a look for the one with the whole package.
Now tell me, apart from the hip dips, are you happy with the shape of the rest of your body?
No. I would like a little bit more volume in my actual bum, and I want my stomach. I don't want my stomach to be thinner, but I want it to appear thinner so that obviously the bum will.
Okay. Can I just examine you?
Of
All right. So here, there is very little of the fat that we would use for transfer on your stomach or on your waistline, okay? So this is your natural shape. And I think for you, you should be really thinking about not a fat transfer, but a body sculpting using probably fillers. I think for Kiki, physically, there isn't any way that she could have a Brazilian butt lift. She doesn't have enough fat, but also when we find that, you know, a patient comes in who's asking for a change in their body because somebody else is putting a demand on them to change, that's a real red flag. It's a danger sign.
Dr. Khan's assessment is a blow for Kiki.
Thank you.
Well, if you'd like to get dressed.
There's a few reasons I want to change myself. One of them is the money aspect. You get more money, more clients from different kinds of guys, more higher class guys. But also within myself, I want to feel better and just more self-confident. Just wanted a definite answer that I was not going to be able to get this surgery because it's something I really, really wanted.
In Worthing, 21-year-old sugar baby Madison has created a living, selling companionship and intimacy to older men online. When she started her business from the family home 3 years ago, some of her loved ones had reservations.
My brother goes to work in the day, so I try to do the bulk of what I do in the day because I try to be respectful to the fact that obviously he doesn't like what I do, and I don't really want to go put it in front of his face because it's obviously a bit awkward moaning daddy and all that when your brother's in the bedroom next door.
And Madison's 63-year-old mother took some time to adjust to her daughter's choice of work.
She's come around a little bit through me talking to her about the fact that like my female friends are inspired by me, they look up to me. I would say that probably if she had a choice, it wouldn't happen, but she doesn't because she recognises at least that now I'm an adult that can make my decision and I can do what I want to do if I want to do it, and as long as my bills are paid, my rent is paid, so what can she do? Nothing.
But it's paying her rent which is causing Madison concern today. Though she has regulars, there are no contracts, and any of her sugar daddies could pull the plug at any time.
I get anxious waiting for responses, like especially responses about money. I don't know what it is. But like, even if I'm just like, oh, I want to get my nails done, for some reason I'm always getting in my head like waiting for that message to come through, like, no, they're gonna be like, you can't have it, no. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. I can't even just wait for a message. Oh. And that's the thing, I wait for so many, you'd think that I would learn to be more patient by now.
Unlike Kiki and Mimi, Madison is yet to begin face-to-face meets. So she relies on the money coming in from her online relationships, where the potential earnings are lower.
People are flaunting like a car to me or something on Snapchat, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this. And then they just go dead silent on me for hours, and then the next day I'm like, oh, so you're still interested? Because obviously I get excited when I think I'm gonna make a £60, £100, maybe even a £200 sale. I get very excited, you know, that's money, that's food in my mouth, that's a new toy for my dog, it's a new outfit for work. Because it's like you're rubbing in my face something that you know I want. I don't know, that it just gets under my skin a bit. Like, well, the power is in their hands because they have the money. At the end of the day, they have the money that's paying your bills. There's no qualms with that. There's no debating that. It is what it is.
Oh, wow. No, they're beautiful.
For now, her anxious wait to hear from her sugar daddy and a much-needed boost to her bank balance goes on.
He is at work, so usually on his break, or if he gets a moment at his desk, I'll get a little Bitmoji of him dancing around and being happy, which is quite sweet. My work is a lot freer than theirs, so yeah, I do find myself kind of like, oh, reply, where are you? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Millions of older men and younger women are enjoying transactional relationships in the UK. 21-year-old Madison has been selling her time, attention and images of her body online to wealthy older men for 3 years. Today she's doing a private photo shoot for one of her sugar daddies. And her regular collaborator is also her long-term boyfriend of 6 years, who's asked to remain anonymous.
He was a little bit apprehensive and he was a little bit like, oh, okay, this is a little bit odd. I had a lot of fun for doing my first photo set. I don't know about you.
I think we ended up having sex afterwards.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's a fabulous thing when it's really done for us. Is I think it has actually done wonders for even our sex life, really. He was patient with me and he understood that it was something that I wanted to do. And over time, obviously, he realised that it wasn't that big of a deal, I suppose.
Yeah, it was a little bit weird at first, but you get used to it, don't you?
I think that was really incredible of him, and now we have gotten where we are today, and we're 3 years along the line.
What, are you standing up, or...?
I'm going to try and do a couple like that, although is that getting in?
Her partner does all the photography and video content for the many sites Madison maintains for her sugar daddy's viewing pleasure.
The photography side, he enjoys. He loves his camera, he loves taking photos, so it kind of worked out quite well, I think.
But how does he cope with the sexually explicit nature of Madison's work?
Take it and let me see what it looks like. He understands that it's not like a traditional relationship like I am with him. Obviously, you could say they are intimate relationships in the sense that I know these people intimately. I wouldn't say I know these people half as intimately as I know my partner. Not nearly.
Sometimes he has to get hands-on with more than just the camera to help Madison persuade her sugar daddies to keep paying her money every month.
In a lot of the stuff I make, when it is content that I need to make with a male, he is the male that is present there. The only thing is literally just remaining anonymous because it's just what he chooses. We have ways that we get around that in our videos with facial covers and stuff. Other people can view me, can pay to enjoy me, but there is no sharing me. He knows I am fully his. This is a very sexual outfit that a lot of people use for this.
Really cute.
And it's why I choose to do what I do over women that go out and have physical relationships with these men, especially being in a relationship with someone that I am completely committed to. I do not wish to go out and have sexual relationships with other men. I am a businesswoman making content to put out there to make money.
Kiki's insisted on a meet-up with her best friend Shani. The results of her consultation have been playing on her mind and she's feeling even more pressure to look good.
How did it go? It was really shit. He basically told me what I already knew, that I wasn't, like, that I don't have enough fat and I'm not allowed it.
I feel sad for you. I'm so sorry.
He was basically just saying that I really don't need it. Thank you for this, by the way.
That's okay, you're welcome. I thought you would need it.
I feel in competition with other girls and I'm constantly doubting myself, thinking like they're so much better than what I am and like they're more like attractive than what I am. So I want to be like that, but
never. You're just gonna have to embrace what you got, girl.
Pleasing guys is a big aspect of my life work and every day basically. But what's more important to me right now is the way I feel about myself. I want to just fix my problem and then that's it. Move on, get on with my life. I'm not going to be this desirable forever. I don't know like what kind of men I'm going to find when I'm whatever age.
It's not a forever job, it's not. When you get older, then get less interested, they want the new younger version.
With the pressure to be perfect taking its toll, there's been a development in Kiki's life that's bringing her sugar baby career into sharp focus.
How cute is that?
You make me sick.
I want you to meet her, she's so nice.
Yeah, I want to meet her.
Kiki's met a woman and it's becoming serious.
She makes me feel really good. I've never said this about anyone, like I've been in relationships with girls, obviously a long time. I've had sugar daddies for years as well. I haven't been looking for anything. I've wanted to be single for quite a long time, to focus on myself. That's what all this is about, the dating, the sugar babying and getting this money. Like it's about doing and being what you want to be and what you want to do. She kind of just came and swept me off my feet.
Like the men in her life, this new potential love interest, Kathy, is older.
This is like a sugar mama, but it's not. Like she's not keeping me, I'm not working for her.
Maybe that's a different sign, the fact that you don't want anything from her, whereas usually that's all you do want from a relationship is what they can give you.
Not a relationship, but yeah, from another person.
Well, yeah, a situationship.
Yes.
Her feelings mean that Kiki is toying with a new future and maybe even finding love.
If Kathy asked me tomorrow to give everything up for her and like just move in with her, get a normal job, I'll be gone like that. Because she gives me a feeling I've never felt before. It's more than money. Money doesn't make me happy like she does.
But could she really afford to give up the easy money she earns from her older men?
If you got with her and quit the sugar daddying, what would you do for money?
I don't know what I would do. This is big. This is my life. This is how I make my money. This is my everyday. I wake up, live, eat, sleep and breathe men for money.
Yeah.
And that would be literally changing my life upside down completely for one person.
A bit difficult because she is emotionally involved now. And that's not always leads to the greatest things, but you know, if it does, then hats off to them. I mean, if they want to try, and if it succeeds, then good for them.
I found someone who makes me not want that lavish lifestyle. I don't want or need to jet off wherever I want. I just want to be with this person. I think that's what life's about, is just finding that happiness.
In London, Mimi and Miguel are looking to the future too. They've decided to move in together. It's a big commitment for them both, but for Mimi in particular, it means leaving the sugar world behind and finally breaking off the relationship with her other sugar daddy.
I feel at this stage the need to kind of close off all my old relationships or the people that I have in my life, and to just keep them kind of in the past. I'm kind of set on this new life.
That's very nice. How do you do when the paper finishes?
Moving to Zurich for me to live with Miguel, it means that we'll finally be like a proper couple. I think in my mind it's kind of like that. I'll finally have that that life that I've kind of wanted for a while now.
This is rat bones that she sourced from a Ukrainian witch.
Although she's giving up one sugar daddy, she'll continue to enjoy the benefits of an older, wealthier man as Miguel continues to help pay her way.
I think maybe moving to Zurich is just like the next step in the relationship.
Good.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I look forward to being with you, being the last person I say good night to, and being the first person I say good morning to. It's easy.
Aww. That's sweet.
Thank you, and thank you for your patience. I think sometimes the best things that happen to you are not the ones you're looking for. It just happens. You just meet someone. And it's very nice. Very nice. And I think I'm extremely lucky that I met someone like Mimi.
I think there's always going to be a doubt, just because that's life. You never know what's going to happen. But I think I have committed to this, and I'm very grateful that what some people never find, I found so early on. And I'm just really excited to finally move in with Miguel and start the life together.
Thank you.